So what's going on with Bitcoin? As you can see at this very point, the market obviously have to retrace back to the downside. And if you come to ETH, we've seen significant move, not aggressive, but we need more move for enough confidence to come into the market as well. Look at it right here on ETH. Market move from this very point right at this area and move into this very point. Right now, retracement should come back in. And if you look at XRP, I have been on this for a very long time. And what I believe is that this market retracement is not going to be aggressive and the market is going to pump all the way to the upside as well. So let's discuss all of this and many more in this very video. Pay attention, watch this video all the way to the very end. The first thing here is the price of Bitcoin. If you look at this very area, it is covered that the market from this very point moved and we see this move into this very area. I talk about market retracing from here, but the market further pushed upward, and this very point is an important level that we've marked on this very price action. If you've been following me on this very channel, look at it right here. You see that the market from this very point is an important area, okay, and that is where the market touched. So we should expect the market to retrace back down before any further move to the upside. So what I'm expecting here is very, very simple. Look at it at this very point. If you notice, this very point, market did not really move again. So market moved from here, aggressive bullish candle, and the candle was no longer severe because of this resistance right here, resistance at this very point. So from this very area, I am expecting that the market come back down, okay, before the next push to the upside. So the exact point that I am expecting market to come back down into before the next move to the upside is this very area right here. So this very point of interest is where I am expecting market to move into before the next move to the upside. Of course, market can come back down a little bit into this very area of 86k dollars. This very area of 86k dollar, that's a possibility, but this point is the main point right now. Market just come back down a little bit into this area before the next push to the upside, or market come back down a little bit into this very point of 86k dollars before the next push to the upside as well. That is what I am now expecting on the price of BTCUSDT for our chart. So if you look at this chart, obviously market is going to retrace, but in my opinion, that retracement is not going to make us come into this very area. That possibility is there, but right now, I don't expect the market come down into this very point anymore. I know that some persons are expecting the market to come back from here into this very area and a possible creation of a new low, let's say below $80,000. I am not expecting that anymore, okay? I am expecting that the market just retrace into this very area or come back down into this very point and then begin to move upward. I'm very optimistic that this very DOM have gradually come to an end and we should see stability in the price of Bitcoin. That means market come back down, move upward, come back down, move upward. That kind of stability is what I want to see right now before any crazy pump all the way to the upside. So for now, expect retracement from this very area of important resistance. And if you switch back a little bit to the 1-day chart, you notice that the 1-day chart look very, very bearish. If you look at it from this perspective, that the market crashed all the way from this very area of all-time high $126k dollars into this very area. We see this retracement, market come back down, retracement, and then this move. People are saying market is going to move a little bit and then continuation back to the downside. In my opinion, I think that the market is going to still come back down, because if you take a look at this move on the broader perspective, it is covered that this move is very, very long and market should push a little bit. I am still expecting market to push from where it is right now on the 1-day chart into this very area, slightly into 100k, maybe at the end of this month, as we are approaching the end of this week, and into early next month, market should come back down. Okay, early next month market should come back down, and then I don't want to see the market hit this very point of 80k on the 1 day chart. Now I don't want to see the market come into the 80k level right here on the 1 day chart, but I am still expecting the market to do what? To come back down, and then after that movement to the downside, that is when you can further verify that okay, market is going to begin to push all the way to the upside on the 1 day chart. So on the 1 day chart, in my opinion, after this move, we still have one more leg to the downside that may not create a new low. Okay, so this leg probably, in my opinion, will be a fair swing before the market is going to push upwards. So still expect market to come back to the downside on the 1 day chart. That is very sure for me. After this very retracement, the next impulse that should fail should come into the market for the market to push upward. So this is what I am now looking at on the 4 hours chart and the 1 day chart on BTCUSDT price action. And if you come back to the ETH price action at this very point, discover that ETH have moved significantly. If you look at this very price action very well, it is covered that as the market was dumping from this very point, okay, we have just two significant points after this crazy dump that caused one of the highest liquidation that we've seen in crypto history. Look at this liquidation that happened, that was in October or so, and then market begin to stabilize within this area. It is covered that at this very point, this was one of the biggest retracement, and then right now followed by this other retracement that is in right now. So I am expecting correction at this very moment, correction on the price of ETH. So from where the market is right at this very point of 2,994 or approximately $3,000, 3k, market should retrace into this very area of 2,924 and this very area of 2,887. So between 2,900 and 2,800, market should retrace into this very point before the next move to the upside. That is what I'm expecting right now on the 4 hours chart ETH USDT. And this is very important, guys, because if you notice, the price of ETH actually moved significantly, okay, compared to so many other altcoins out there. And in my opinion, it's a good move. If you look at ETH 1 day chart, I believe that the market have a lot of work to do for the market to really move upward on ETH. And we have this very strong level right at this very point. We have another one at this very area. We have another one at this very point. So for the market to really move upward, we need to see one or two of this level break before we can say market is going to move upward. This very move for me is not significant at all. This is not what you want to see and say market is going to definitely recover all the way to the upside. Of course, there is, let's say, very little optimism in the market right now, but from what I am seeing on price action, I don't think that the market is going to really pump hard all the way to the upside this very month. But we are going to see some gradual climbing from the bulls to the upside gradually, and the market is going to come back down, market move again, just like that. So what I want to see from this very standpoint is that the market should move upward, okay? Market should move upward on the price of ETH 1 day chart. Market should move upward, approaching this very area of $3,400, and then a retracement from here to the downside. Maybe a possible creation of a new low on ETH. That is a possibility, but I am not ruling that out at all, okay, on the price of ETH. For Bitcoin, I don't think we are going to see a new low from this very point on the price of Bitcoin. In my opinion, that is a possibility, but for ETH, that possibility is very high compared to the price and chart of Bitcoin. So that is what I'm expecting right now. So the price of ETH from where it is right now, I still expect the market to push into this very area, okay, and then come back down. A possibility of the creation of a new low, lower than the previous low at this very point, is also on the price action from this moment. And that is what I am now looking at on the price of ETH. And this is very simple. comparing the 4 hours chart and the 1 day chart from this very standpoint. So this is what you should also expect from this very perspective. And if you look at the XRP USDT chart, it is covered that on the 4 hour chart, market is actually coming back down. Look at where the market moved. The market moved significantly from here, and then we see this retracement. Market move upward, could not create a new high higher than this very point. That means market should come back down. So what I am now expecting on the price of XRP is for the market to retrace. So a retracement is needed right here, and this retracement is within this very point at this very area. I want to see the market retrace into this very point. Of course, it's very close, but a further move is needed on this very price action. From here, market should retrace into this very area, and then market should have a rebound to the upside. In my opinion, I still believe that the markets have that capability of continuing all the way to the upside, creating a new high higher than this very high we see right at this very point on the price of XRP. This is what I am now looking at on the price of XRP from this moment moving forward. So what are you expecting the price of XRP? Do you think that this very market is going to, from here, where it is right here, moved upward, or you think from where the market is, we're going to pierce through this very point of interest and then begin to come all the way to the downside, and a possible creation of a new low, okay? A new low lower than this very low at this very point. Do you think that is a possibility? Comment below in the comment section of this very video. My own personal take from what I'm seeing on price action is for the market to come back down into this area of interest, and then from here we should create a new high. Okay, market should move upward. I'm very optimistic for the price of XRP moving all the way to the upside from this point moving forward. So this is what I am now expecting on the price of BTC USDT, ETH USDT, and XRP USDT. If you look at the global crypto market capitalization, there is a little bit of increase, 3.74% in the past 24 hours, which means there is gradual liquidity coming into the market after a loss of more than $1 trillion liquidity. And from this very standpoint, I still expect the market to climb more into December from this very liquidity standpoint. And if you look at the fear and greed index, at least a little bit increased, 18%, still in the extreme fear zone. And this is far way better than what we saw few days ago at 10, 9, and even 7, which was extreme fear. The altcoin index 24 over 100, not good. Market should climb a little bit into 50, 60, 70, 75. That will be great for the market recovery. And if you look at the average crypto RSI, 54.52. This is crazy. Why is the market just shooting into this very neutral zone? About to enter into the overbought condition when we've not really seen any significant move in the price of Bitcoin and the rest. So this is what I am expecting. I still believe from the 1 day chart, BTC market should move upward a little bit, approaching the 96 and $100K level, and also the price of ETH market should move upward as well, approaching the $3,400. And on the price of XRP, after this retracement into this area, little bit more, market should move upward, create a new high higher than this very high right here that we see on price action. And if you come to the Telegram channel, I dropped some interesting price analysis yesterday about XRP. I was still expecting market to really come back down. Okay, market moved upward, so market coming back down just like I'm talking about right now is still a possibility. And if you look at pump USDT, look at pump right here. I don't know what the price is right now, but I was expecting price to come back down before the next move to the upside on the price of pump and BTC as well. The insight is for market to retrace, which is what I am looking at right here now. If you take a look at the price of pump, okay, so if I type pump USDT and then look at this very price action, let's look at what price have done from yesterday to today. Okay, so look at it. I was expecting market to come back into this very area. That was my expectation, and then from here we should see the market move upward. So this is great if the market did not come back into this area. Really, market do move a little bit into this very point, but not into the exact point I was expecting before this move upward. So what I'm expecting right now is for a push to still continue into this very area, then retracement, because this retracement is very important. So that is very important right now, guys. So if you want to join the Telegram channel to receive many more update technical analysis and on-chain data, link in the description of this very video and also in the pinned comment. It is a free Telegram channel where you receive more crypto updates, on-chain fundamentals and technical. Join right now, link in the description. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.